Hello and welcome to Casual Leaves. So I have been traveling for a few days in the past, and I have just come back a few days back in the past, and there are a lot of things which my plants have gone through in the last 2 weeks, and I wanted to just kind of attend to them and take care of a few things which really need tending to. And I have a couple of plants which probably will go through a rough chop and drop, and there are a few plants which will be repotted. There are a few plants which we need to together decide what I want to do with, so that's what I'll be doing today. While I was traveling, the temperatures really rose up and a lot of my plants didn't do well. The heat also caused spider mites to come back on my alocasias, some big ones, and maybe I'll show them. And there were a few other pending tasks as well with some of my other philodendrons. Talking about philodendrons, this is not the right weather for them. We already struggle for humidity for them, and with this heat it's getting even tougher. So I'm actually deciding maybe to just not do philodendrons for a few months, not buy them, maybe chop and prop them, also take some tough decisions. That's what I'll be doing. And I want to show something very interesting before we start, which is this thing here. So in hope of creating some humidity, I got a little humidity dome for actually another plant, but it didn't do well in it because there are some gaps between the glass dome and the bottom base here, the wooden base. So I've put an alocasia here, and I want to be potting it up because, as you can see, it's already taller than the dome, and this is a very tall dome. It's actually like a 9-inch dome, but it's not really fitting in. So maybe I'll place another plant here, another juvenile plant here, and I'm so done with juvenile plants. Another vow I'm taking is to not buy juvenile plants because we don't have the right climate to nurture juvenile plants and expect them to grow big soon. So that's another issue that I have been facing with a lot of my plants, where we tend to buy smaller looking plants for low cost, but they really don't do well. So that's the other thing that I want to just see what plants I have and what I want to do with them. That's the other thing I'll be discussing. So let's get into it. So before I move places, I think I'm going to sit there down and do the rest of the chores, but I just want to do this bit here. I just want to remove the dome and show you the plant. So this is the alocasia that I have been nurturing from the time it was a very small baby. It was actually a proper plant. It was an alocasia black velvet, which I got for a low price, and I'm paying a big price for it now. I'm trying to cultivate it, and it died up completely. There was nothing but just a base stub left, but now it's grown a bit bigger, and it's in this small plastic container, so which you can see has a lot of roots. So I think that I want to transfer it because there is no depth for the plant to grow, and it's kind of going all leggy. So I want to pot it up into a new planter. That is the other thing we'll be doing today. And the plant that I want to be replacing back into this dome, humidity dome, is this little plant here, which has been a little plant since I got it. It's my juvenile Anthurium clarinodium. It's been in this humidity bag because I was traveling, so I thought it's best I put it in that, and so I don't have to worry about watering it. But this is how my clarinodium is. And it's actually just been this way. It's healthy for sure. That is the newest leaf. So it's very pretty, it's very unique and beautiful in this form because you see these small little hearts, but of course there's a whole long way to go. It's been with me for about 8-10 months now, but it's not really growing in size, which really upsets me. I had repotted it a while ago, and I think now would be a good time to put it into another condition, which would be the dome. So we have this now for my Clarinodium, Anthurium Clarinodium. Please do excuse all the mess behind me, but our home isn't really getting a chance to be cleaned because a lot has been happening, and then we were traveling and we came back, and this is the only way I could try to just shoot this video because I really need to get to the chores which have been pending for a while. So there's going to be a lot of mess around me, but that's the truth of it. So there are two things that I can do, which is I can use this regular pot, which is actually a perfect size upgrade for this, or if the roots aren't too heavy, I will actually go for this plastic cup so that I can see the roots in the future, and I can even maybe create this dome if the height permits, which may not, but we'll see. Yeah, so the roots aren't really too heavy. So I think I'm going to go for the plastic cup. That seems like a better choice. There is a bit of rot here, very little. So I guess it was a good time to unpot this. Now the other plant I want to immediately get into is my Philodendron Majestic, and it has been doing very poorly. It was doing fine. It has pushed out a couple of leaves, but none of them unfurled properly. They would always get stuck, and after that they wouldn't do well. And then I shifted it into a moss pole only container, and I think I just want to chop it off completely because all the leaves are right now doing unwell, and I can't put up with it anymore. So I'm just gonna do that. I will just remove the plant from the pole and check what's going on. So it never really attached to it. The stalk seems healthy. I don't know if you can see inside it, but the stalk inside is fine. So I'm just gonna chop off the leaves. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put back the moss pole inside, because so the bottom of it has some roots inside, and I think I will let that be. Just put this back in, and it needs to be watered for sure. Maybe what I'll do is I'll remove this and check. There are some healthy root thingies here. Let me try and show it. Do you see that white root? There's that little root, very fresh root, very nice. So I think I'll just let it be. I'll just moisten this moss pole and put it back. Alright, the next one I want to take care of is my Philodendron splendid. This has just been giving me a lot of problems. It has not pushed out a single leaf since I got. It just keeps growing this long vine, as you can see, and it always has a problem with the newest leaf where it keeps growing into itself and it won't unfurl. So I want to chop it up, go down a node in it and see what we can do. I don't think it ever attached to the moss pole. So I'm thinking, okay, let's see. I'll just have to, I think I'm just gonna chop it off where I can easily get my shears in. So this is the bit I have chopped off. Okay, the next one is my Repotting Tetrasperma doing so poorly. as always. And also I broke it, this little thing broke because I was trying to do something and a painting fell on it, so this bit is out and gone. And yeah, just wanted to show that. And I don't know, the roots on this guy is always doing good, but the plant doesn't. I don't know what is to be done with it, but I guess I just have to wait now. So I think I'm gonna chop off this leaf here. Yeah, that's all on this one. Not a big update, nothing much, but I can get rid of this leaf also. Just a little cutting and stuff going on, nothing much to do. Another plant doing poorly is my holiday cactus. If anybody knows how to deal with this, tell me, because I've got it a succulent mix, a cactus mix. I try to not water it. I've done everything, but that's how bad the condition is. So I don't know. Another bad plant. So many bad and ugly plants right now. I'm just not letting it get to me, because honestly my collection is doing really poorly right now. And I don't know. I really don't know. At times I feel like, should I just stop with this? Anyway. Okay, and then just wanted to show my badly spider mite bitten alocasia mycologiana Friedek. And this is the newest leaf, which is getting smaller and smaller. So I got this big leaf, I got this biggish leaf, and I'm getting the smaller leaf. And you can't see it, but both of these leaves have really bad spider mites, really bad webbing. Don't know if you can see any of it, but it's all damaged. And the back sides have a good view of the mites, if I can show. I think spider mites are on my camera now, but I'm just gonna take this into the sink and wash it up, which I've been doing anyway. So I will do that. So another prey for spider mites while I was away. But in good news, I do have this. If you can recognize what plant this is, it's gone through hardships with thrips, which is my Thai constellation. It's got these lovely roots, and these actually came when I was away. So I'm very happy that at least the rooting system is in place. Like, these are some good, nice roots, which I haven't seen on any of my other plants. So this is doing fine. I think I just wanted to chop off this old leaf, which is why I had kept it out. So there's a new leaf on the way as well. These are all new leaves which have come under my care, but they all were thrips ridden. But now I think the thrips have finally gone. It took about, I don't know, 3-4 months maybe. And there was another one of the plant which also was thrips driven, and this has given me a new leaf. It's okay. I'm not really too proud of the quality of leaves coming in on this plant, but I just thought it would be good to document it. Just wanted to cut off this thing. It's a leaf which I broke while carrying the plant in my home. I've done that twice to this plant, where I have broken 2 brand new leaves when they were still unfurling. So yeah, I do plan to combine these together at some point in time, but not right now when this one is developing roots so well. so that would not be the right time to go and poke it up and create space in it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in the future. So that was a bit of a good update. And also showing my bipenniforlium. Someone recommended I can chop and prop this plant, but it's pushing a new leaf here, so I'm just waiting for that one to come out, and if that doesn't do well, I will be chopping and propping it up, maybe adding a moss pole. So that one's that. Do want to talk a bit about a late night damage I discovered on my Begonia maculata. This is all that is left of it. If I can, I will try to insert. If I can, I will try to insert a bit of a process of what I did with this plant last night. When I saw the damage, I had to immediately chop and prop this. It was completely drying out. I don't know what happened. The stems, they start drying up in the middle of the entire stem, so I had to just chop it off because it was almost like not getting water and it was dying. So that's that. A good update also is on my Monstera Peru, which is pushing out new leaves. This one's a new leaf. There are some new leaves coming here, so really cool in that manner. A lot of the leaves here in this empty stem that you see, the leggy stem that you see, dried off while I was away. So yeah, I had a lot of damage actually after going on a vacation, but there are new growth points here at the bottom as well, so I'm okay with these new growth points, so it should be fine. Lastly, I want to talk about my Peras Overday. This one's doing fine. There is a new leaf while I went away, which actually is so nice and bright and light in color, and that I think is purely because it got more sunlight. I kept it at the window, and I think I can attest to the fact now that more the light gives more lighter, brighter variegation. But the thing I want to do with this plant right now is to remove this very odd stake that I added into it, which is just like falling over and it can very easily poke anyone. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, where I remove this and maybe add a proper official stake and not this stem I got from the garden downstairs, hoping it will create a very nice rustic look. That never happened. So just want to remove that. It's actually not doing anything to the plant, it's just stuck in the mud, and I'm sure there are roots around it, but yeah, so I've gotten rid of that finally. And it's so thick I couldn't really chop it off. So I think this plant is doing fine. It's just very unruly, which is what it is known for. Like right now this is without any stake in it, but let's add it for support. Okay, so I have added the stake now, and I've just clubbed up all the leaves on top, and yeah, that's all on this one. Just wanted to get it a bit in order. However it may be, it's fine. I haven't added the new leaf on stake. That's free to go about its life. That's all for now. I had planned to make a nice long chores video with this one, but honestly my recording system didn't really work. The battery in my camera went off, and I was trying to record from a proper DSLR today with a tripod and everything, and that gave up on me. I think shooting with the phone is sort of the best for me. The kind of days that I have, I think it's best for me that I just shoot from my phone. But anyway, I'm wrapping this video up for now, and I plan to come back with dedicated plant videos, I think, where I do the entire chores for one set of plants, and I can take you through the journey of that plant. And I will be back also with a vlog of my travel, which I'm so excited about. So also the fact that this video led from my travel, because I went away for 10 days and my plants were by themselves, with only one moment when someone could put some water in them for me on my behalf. But of course, that's not how our plants work. Rare plants work. They need to be checked. Each and every plant needs to be checked before watering, and that could not happen. And so before I left, I watered all my plants on a Tuesday night, and I came back on the next Saturday. So that is how long my plants were by themselves, and they face the brunt of it. Right now my collection isn't doing really well, but it is okay. It will bounce back, and I think I'm gonna stick to plants which suit the weather I am in, the climate that I face, because philodendrons really let me down. And I'm wearing a philodendron short because I love them, but I don't think I can have philodendrons because they just don't do well. I can go for the hardy ones maybe, but I'm gonna make very selected choices when I buy new plants. And yeah, so that's it for this video. I will see you next time. Thank you so much if you watched it till the end, and if you did, please do watch the next one, which may be popping on the screen next, and I will see you next time. Bye.